out being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense takes the field for the first time today. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. When you reach this point in the season,
what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? To the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hatchett. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
The Vols look to keep this drive humming. Running back searching for a hole. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This crowd knows when to bring it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Auburn Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. That last completion sets them up on second down. Wants to throw. It's Key. Makes his connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go and execute it on game day like that.
Going up top on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. And here comes the offense on second down. The aerial assault continues. This time it's complete. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown ball. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. A first down for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's caught.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Using his legs, it's Miles. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miles. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. Having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Tigers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Key. Buys a little time.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's going to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flat down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He'll try it again. Running with power. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just kind of the people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel hit it, and right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The give to the tailback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. And the returner will be brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field.
This offense rolling with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The give to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Now they'll run it to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Hatchett. They're bringing heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And they'll blow this one dead at the 20-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
Number 15, on to take it away.
Hauls it in at the 40. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report.
And the Volunteers will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw into running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Wide receiver shows motion. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Porton. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. It's a draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have bounce. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
They run the reverse. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Getting some heat. And they can't make the play on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Volunteers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Give to the running back. He's loose at the 15. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that. Create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking for space, it's Miles. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's got it down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. They go to the ground. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Pocket starts to collapse. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Unloads to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They believe they can run right here. Oh, what a move.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And the Vols will move the sticks.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Handoff to the single running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Fast motion from the offense. Keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Lining up to convert third down. Here's the handoff. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. This crowd bringing serious noise on this huge fourth down play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. First down here for the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Miles. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Looking for a man. It's Key. Finds the tight end. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Working the middle, it's complete. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw, move guys with your eyes, that drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll run play action. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Back to throw. It's Key. and they can't make the connection.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Waning moments, huge 4th down, and this crowd is rising to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions. Nope.